one. They wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, start the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? How about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, your pop, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat for the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful. I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead. Easy to get rich or dead. Try. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose. Ready, rest or up bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten, and we're off in Week 4.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I got you, punk.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. 31 yards there and a first down.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
At the 38-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Go, get out there, get out there. Hey,
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
5 yards on the play.
With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
got four down. Watch the motion. Here we go, down to 54. Here we go.
Prescott from the gun. Completes it to Jason Witten. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive.
Ready.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Buzz. Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen.
From the 36, Breeze. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Yellow lady. Mike 54. Hey, kill. Safe.
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Check. Watch 54. Yeah. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
On on second down now. It's Murray, and he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, Charlie. Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Hey, watch that.
On first down, Breeze.
Defense wins championships, baby.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28.
Kill. Hey, kill.
Now Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
5-1. Right there. 54. Right there.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. We're scoreless after 1.
Hey, 95, 56. 5-9. Hey, easy. Here we go, Jim.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Opposite.
Byron Jones brought him down. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 3-yard line.
No kill. You ain't got nothing. You're good. 5-4. Rats tonight.
On second down, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, Cowboys nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken very short.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A first down throw for Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
On first down, Pollard. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, Hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
25, check 25.
They'll go with a big back. This is Olawale. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Gun.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Kill.
Shit.
Switch it, hey. 26.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
But you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 2 yards, good enough for a first. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Switch up. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, kill.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. Now this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And Thomas has it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Easy, opposite. Check. Hey, easy. Ready, take.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans. Breeze now to throw. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Makes the score Saints 14. Cowboys nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken short. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flush to his right. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's got Smith here. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, The defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Over.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Watch recon, 132 fighter. He's coming. Hey, easy. Tonight.
Murray. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Shift. Here we go. 0-2. Hey, Haywood.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Complete. Smith has it. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Ready? 95,
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
21.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check right. Watch 55. I got him. Check 9. 12. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Watch 24.
Breeze now on first down. This is caught by Ginn. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Here we go.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Xavier Woods on the tackle. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First down, Dallas.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Exit. He's crashing. He's checking.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
We got 4.
From the 44, Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swaim, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again.
Joker. Check 3. Hey, kill.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And it is incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. He may try and run for this. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Well, they deemed it 4 down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
You don't want this.
Now this time, Breeze will throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On first down, Murray. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Breeze. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On 1st and goal, Washington, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
47.
Run for Pollard. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
At the 38-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Prescott from the gun. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Going to 53. Check Mike 12. Mike 12. Mike 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Forbath, the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And is caught right at the 10-yard line. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Saints, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire